Alright folks, the deck is Undead Aggro Shaman. The goal of the deck is to play a bunch of undead minions that buff each other, as well as double up death rattles from them thanks to Scourge Troll, so that we can blast our opponent in the face with a combination of minion damage, their battle cries, and things like Frostbite. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle, or here on YouTube. Alright, once again, quick reminder, drop a like on the stream, and that'll help other people find it. It'll help you find it in the future, and it will boost my ego, which is the most important part. Welcome, Pato. But I am watching on YouTube? Well, that's very confusing for you. Oh wait, I don't have Firestone up. Give me 1 second here.
Give me strength.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
These kind of are at odds with one another. I don't think I need a Weblord so much into Big Priest, but what I do need is a 1-drop. Take it.
I see you've brought guests.
Oh, well, I want that Weblord back. There we go, there's Deck Tracker. Is opponent okay? Yeah, welcome, Maria. Hey there, Ian. Congratulations, you've done it.
Close enough.
Wait, this is sad. That means I get less Roffle content because the video is a repeat. What the heck? Doesn't that just mean it's exactly the same amount? Wait, that's not how this card works. I should have given it here. I need to read my cards. Roffle, I blame you for making Discard Warlock so prevalent. I mean, you can do that if you want, but it's just, like, factually inaccurate. It was popular going into and coming out of the theory crafting events before I posted a video on it. Let's see if we can sneak this in. Don't get battle cry value, but I'm just trying to get as many bodies in play for the shadow suffocation as possible. YouTube Roffle being alive is still so weird to me? Yeah, I prefer it when YouTube Roffle was dead. Or maybe undead. See, I'm a Death Rattle deck too.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
I'm being told it is Shadow Suffusion. There's no evidence to support that theory, though. And I refuse to believe it. Hopefully it's Reno and no, they've... Well, it could be. Hopefully it's Reno and they don't have another copy of Silence.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
All right. Surely this priest doesn't have any more removal, right?
The Queen's trove is forbidden. Greetings, fellow humans.
Unlucky. You have any ideas to use Infantry, Reanimator, and Warlock yet? I have no idea what that card is. That sounds like no, I don't. It sounds to me like you've just completely made up that card. Infantry, Reanimator.
Versus Malfurion.
I might do an Undead Warlock at some point.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Is that a Battle Cry or a Death Rattle? Battle Cry? Yeah, that card might be close to playable. This doesn't seem like a great 1-drop, and I've got other better 1-drops in my deck, so I'm going to look for them. And then maybe cast this Deathweaver Aura on it. You ever play against subs? No.
I see you've brought guests.
It is very, very, very difficult to organize and coordinate, and generally not content that people enjoy watching. Other than the person who gets to be playing at that time. If I were blaming Roffle for OP techs, I would like to add on Soul Stealer for Warlock from Wild Metapast. Again, just because this applies to any content creator that you watch, because I get accused of stealing decks, like, from other people too, even though there's documented footage of me playing it before them. Just because you see a deck played somewhere doesn't mean that's where it originated from. I did not come up with Stealer Souls Warlock, just like I didn't come up with Discard Warlock. Just because you saw it from me doesn't mean that I'm the source of it.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
No rest for the wicked.
This order could have been much better for getting damage this turn. Hey, Roffle, why not add Schooling for more boards for me? Because that card makes 0 sense in this deck, is the main reason.
I can see.
You're welcome, Jack.
king. All will serve me.
You're welcome, Steven.
In death. What lurks beyond the firelight?
Yo, dog, I heard you like 1-drops. Ah.
I see you brought guests. And they're close enough. And they're close enough.
Fantastic. You're welcome, Blue.
Me have that for you.
One mana 3/3 seems pretty good. It's the highest legend you've been. Do you mean biggest or lowest number?
Me not shady.
Seem awful shady to me. That was a really good Shadow Suffocating. That's the name of the card, everyone knows it. Anyone saying otherwise is a liar. No coin totem? No, I have a functional brain.
The more you struggle, the better.
Why not both numbers? I actually have no idea what the highest legend I have been before, but probably when I played Standard. The lowest is 1. How does this deck even draw? Well, at the beginning of every turn, you draw a card. Deck would like draw ya? Yes, everyone knows aggro decks notorious for their love of card draw. What? Roffle, do you own a forklift? No, I just lift everything by hand.
Who knows what secrets will my blood for the Lich King?
Myra's Unstable Element is an aggro card, so checkmate. Yeah, that's why all of the hyper aggro rogues are running it. You're welcome, respect. If only we had more card draw. Not 0, come on, dude, try a little. I mean, what card draw makes sense in this deck? What the Shaman has access to. Like... oh my god, this is why I don't like getting help on deck building from chat. Discard Warlock draws exactly 50 cards in 5 turns, though? I mean, yeah, but that's a problem with Discard Warlock. Farsight? My god, that would be an atrocious card to add to this deck. We're just gonna move on from this conversation because I'm losing brain cells.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Let's keep the Frostbite to deal with ship's cannons. And I think I want to coin a Weblord most of the time. I don't think there's a good answer, but if there was one, it would be Famish Fool. No, you were right with the first portion of that statement. Let's go double one here. Please stop trying to force card draw into this deck, Chad. It does not need it.
Feed the fish, landlubber.
Jeeves used to be played in all these decks. That is true in an alternate reality that is not this one. Gracious Reader would actually be good. Probably not, no. We don't need card draw. For the love of God, we do not need card draw. That is not what the deck is aiming to do. Protect the Trogg. You have plans for From the Other Side? Yes. I have a few ideas that I'm sure eventually work on. Where's card draw in the deck? Yeah, how can we possibly win without card draw? Chat is right once again.
Feed the fish, landlubber.
All right, new rule. If you're going to suggest adding any card, whether it's card draw or some other nonsensical suggestion, you have to at least like the stream first. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
Only death is colder than the depths.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Alright, let's look for all those 1-drops again. They seemed pretty good.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
No rest for the wicked.
Muzzle their magic.
Okay, they drew the good card, unfortunately. Probably gotta kill totems here. Maintain a lock on board. I'm sorry, what? Do they have a Frostbite or something? Okay. This guy's undead. Seems like a bad plan, but I do want to get this down going into the potential storm right turn. I think they probably wanted to roll that in the other order just to see if they could get to see if they could get double taunt on that. Well, I think we've lost this game. Probably due to our lack of card draw. That seems to be what's hindering our progress here.
That's enough. Time to eat.
If only we had drawn more cards, then we would have died with more cards in hand. How can Even Shaman win? They have no card draw. True! See? It's proof that Even Shaman is actually just not a good deck. Everyone knows that. Because it doesn't even have any card draw. It's literally impossible to win without card draw. It certainly, you know, wasn't one of the best decks in the format going into the expansion or anything.
Brukan versus the Lich King.
You're going to want to drown out anyone who brings that up with shouting about more card draw.
Beyond the firelight.
We have turned our curse into our
Pardon me?
No rest for the wicked.
Even Shaman, famously the worst deck in the meta. Yeah, because it doesn't have card draw. You cannot win a singular game of Hearthstone without having card draw in your deck. And everyone knows it. Especially Twitch chat. Or YouTube chat, I guess, today.
Unfinished business.
The YouTube chat, Twitch chat mind meld is officially complete after today's stream. I know what is more important than card draw, more healing. True, actually. Yes, because if we have more healing, then we literally cannot die. So, like, it would be silly not to add more healing into our deck. Yeah, mind in quotation marks for sure on the mind meld.
Destiny calls to you.
I thought they were targeting my minion with that for a moment. All right. A lot of damage we have represented here.
Everybody needs a casket.
But like, jokes aside, why is card draw dismissed right now? Because there's no card draw that makes sense in this deck that makes it better. Because Shaman does not have access to strong card draw for aggressive decks. Okay. Race is on. Good snipe. So you're just choosing to give up card draw that makes your deck worse? How dare one make such a deck building decision? I know. It's really, really my greatest crime.
Unfinished business. Unfinished business.
All ends with death.
Fine. Finley might be good? No, probably not.
I will never. But you shall.
Unlucky. Roffle, to be fair, Ice Fishing can work in this deck. Nope. Not even a little bit. I'm sorry, what? They attacked into the only one that doesn't have damage. Trump trading in action? That is not a Trump trade, because there's nothing valuable about the trade that they made.
Lend a hand!
You're welcome, Sandy. What about Famished Fool? This card, the last thing this card wants, the absolute last thing this card wants is a 5-mana card. Or deck, rather, sorry. Famished Fool is not a good card for this deck.
The fallen will serve.
I'm, like, my brain is hemorrhaging from this conversation. So please, for the love of God, can we not try to cram in cards that don't make sense in the deck? The deck isn't going to be good, but it has absolutely nothing to do with the amount of card draw or lack thereof. Like, every single card that has been suggested so far makes the deck worse. Please stop. For the love of God, please stop. Just move on.
Rukon versus Valera.
Watch your back.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
I want the 1/3 and 1/2 1-drops rather than the Banshee.
Feed the fish, landlubber. And close enough. No rest one.
What is the deck? I joined rather late. It's Card Draw Shaman.
Job done.
Okay. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but please stop suggesting cards. You're welcome, Reckon.
Unfinished business.
Yeah, welcome, Chris.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Sniped.
too soon.
Want to disconnect? Did I disconnect?
Unfinished business.
It appears that I did not disconnect. But I am about to disconnect this opponent from the game. I mean, a win is a win, right? Nope, not for me. Winning games does not matter if it's boring content. My job is not to win games, it's to make entertaining content. That doesn't make sense as a card to kill. Feast of Souls would be so good in this deck? Nope. I would not run that card if it were even possible. Yeah, opponent drew more cards than us. They are losing this game, and we're losing this game throughout.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
I'm sorry, what? How did a Defender of Argus end up in their deck? Hey, welcome, Sippy.
Brucon versus Valera.
Watch your back.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Seems like a decent curve. Just want to run this out on 2 anyway, and then it kind of ensures that this is active. I see you later, Hayden. Thanks for hanging out. No. Know if I want to make that trade or not yet.
Glory! I'm here for the gold!
The problem with not making the trade is it just makes this really susceptible to the cannon shots. I think I'm kind of forced into it. Feels really bad though. Hey, see you later, Jack. Thanks for hanging out.
Look! You shinies!
That doesn't make sense. I assume that they probably have to play around the Weblord by attacking into it, right?
Feed the fish, landlubber.
Because there are a lot of pirates with battle cries. Yeah.
Blood
Sure.
and plunder. Blood and plunder.
Manageable still.
To the undead. Unfinished business.
That's a big boy. About to get bigger too.
Put your dukes up, small fry. Give me that. Not what I want.
Unlucky. Look, I have card draw now, chat. If I lose this game, it's your fault.
Careful, they're sharp.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Pirates away!
Okay. Really need like a Whack-A-Gnoll Hammer. I think at least my hero power is slightly better than theirs here.
So many choices.
They win in 2 turns if I don't trade. Oh. Doesn't really feel like I have a choice there. I'm a little bit too far behind. This now gives me a 3rd turn to get there. And it looks like it'll be the difference in the game. Unlucky. Alright, we lose to Smite, and that's it. Maybe Secret Passage as well. Easy. Look at this cute little guy. Thanos won the game, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it worked.
Rukan versus Rastakan. Before King Rastakan.
Just in time to see Roffle winning with a meta deck? Is that what's happening? I think I gotta keep the Frostbite for a anchored totem. Uh-oh. No. No battle cries for you.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor!
You gonna play some Dragon Paladin in the future? No. But I'm going to play it in the past. You're welcome, Thomas. Oh, that probably ends the game.
Fight until you can't no more.
He's so upset. Who, me? What would I have to be upset about? Oh, that's the wrong card, isn't it?
Nature waits for no one but me.
Fine. None of these are undead, so gotta go here. I've got 5, 6. Not enough damage. Reno does end it though. Okay. I have outs here. We know neither of those two cards is Reno or Snowball. Brutal.
Come dance to my song.
Yeah, welcome, Nathan. I think that seals it. When do you use Bloodlust? Literally never. It's one of the worst cards in Hearthstone. Or, scratch that, when you were playing Zephrys in your deck is when you use Bloodlust. Does YouTube not support things like bits? I can't see a way to bump your nickel your dime to the channel. It has super chats. Speaking of.
Tremble before Tamsin Rome.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Definitely mute. Thank you for the super chat.
Love the content, Roffle. Helps me through my boring work.
Happy to hear that. Glad you're enjoying it.
And close enough.
I don't know if this actually does anything, but at least it has an extra stat now. Okay. The curve is kind of weird now. For the stats. Are they trying to lose? Aaron Fisher, thank you for the super chat. Might be a bot. I think a bot could play this game better than has been played so far.
You are not the boss of me.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm saying that with sincerity. Roffle finally bred out one of my baking puns. I can rye happy now. Okay. Second Cataclysm is kind of rough for me, but...
You are not the boss of me. No, don't. It's still good.
Okay, that's GG.
No, don't. It's still good. You haven't heard the last of me.
I think they could have won that if they had just held the Walking Dead for the Cataclysm turn. That is the first disco lock of the day. But like tempoing the Walking Dead didn't seem very strong there. Hey, welcome, Jason. Disgusting meta deck wins again. Yeah, won't somebody think of the poor... what a sweet animation. Won't someone think of the poor discard Warlock? They didn't play the Defile there. SMH. Yeah, I know. I can't believe they failed to include Defile in their deck. Oh, I can talk? No, that's not true. Nobody can see your messages, I'm sorry.
Stop that!
If we assume it's Secret Mage, the Whack-A-Gnoll is probably important for maintaining a strong board presence. Oh my god, this hand.
No rest for the wicked!
Okay, if we're ever going to beat a Secret Mage, it's like this.
It'll be our little
Uh-oh. If you counterspell this, I will sue you. Cool. I don't actually have a lawyer anyway.
An incredible discovery!
This is not the correct play, but it's funny. Alright, we do this to play around, like, oh my god, if there's a Flame Ward here. There's no way there's a Flame Ward, right? Taking a coward's line.
Fight until you can't no more.
Rigged fair game. The problem is we're now weak to Chatty Bartender. Like they made that trade for a reason, right?
I'm late. I'm late.
Guess not.
I'll show them. I'll show them all. And close enough.
should have swung earlier in the turn. That was dumb. But we do have lethal setup, so. All these trades felt so bad. Yeah, but it set up this turn, which now we win the game, right? So it definitely felt bad in the moment, but it also, there are a lot of things that would have felt bad or worse.
To the undead.
Oh, they're actually running Ice Block. Weird. I don't think it changes anything.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
What secrets does the cosmos hold?
No, we're not taking any chances here. Armsteel is such a good card. I don't know about that, but interesting card.
Brukan versus Brukan.
Fists of stone! What lurks beyond the firelight?
Alright. Same thing applies here. Probably just have to keep the Frostbite for Anchored Totem. Trogg's roll. Not even. The mirror match for sure. Please don't have Flurgle Talks. Please don't have Flurgle Talks. I don't feel good about this. Feel slightly better about that. But they definitely have a Flurgle Tox, right? Or at least they're going to. Because I only drew one Murloc off of that. It seems like legitimately impossible that they wouldn't have it. Maybe I should have actually totem there instead of playing this just to keep the reach. Why? Are they just not running Flurgle in their deck? I don't know, this is very confusing. Evolve is a bit of a concern. Budget issues? I just don't know that you run a Murloc package if you don't have Flurgle is the thing.
Imagine a Murloc deck without Flurgle Tox.
I literally can't. That's why I'm so confused here. Thank you, Joey, for the super chat.
Hey Roffle,
Hi.
love your vids. Love from Hungary.
Hey, thank you for that support, Somber. Glad you're liking the videos. Does silence even solve this? It's not a silence. Okay. Reno would be a bummer. Chooses randomly here. So that's kind of unreliable. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Oh, they just scammed a 1 and 3 out of nowhere. Unreal. Bloodlust is a bad card. Roffle 5 seconds ago. I did say it's good off of Zephyrus. I corrected that.
Rukon versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Yeah, welcome, Buggy Man.
I see you've brought guests.
And they're close enough.
Yeah, welcome, Sydney. That's somebody with some Trogg PTSD. You think a new Amalgam Shaman could work with the new Undead synergies? Probably not. Undead are kind of bad in what that style of deck wants to do, it seems. See you later, buddy.
My blood for the Lich King. Rest for
I just want to protect this to the best of my ability so that it locks them out of as many turns or mana as possible. Please stop spamming a question that has no bearing on or no relation to the content. I think we lose from here. What's the win condition other than making the opponent's health 0? There is no other win condition in this deck. That quite literally is the win condition.
Fight until you can't no more.
Why not Frostbite the 2/3? Because there's no need to. I would be in almost the exact situation, but -1 Frostbolt. Or Frostbite. He gives up my reach for no reason.
Your souls belong to the land.
That's enough. Time to eat.
Adding Bloodlust will definitely increase win rate. Yeah, for the opponents, if that's what you're after. Oh, so you're playing boring Shaman. I mean, that's just like your opinion, man. Nobody's forcing you to watch. I'm having fun with it. In my opinion, chat comments like that are very boring. Oh, we all have our issues.
Brukan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Need 1-drops. 1-drop. That's a 2-drop. Fortunately, we're probably just getting blown out this game.
Small in size, huge in evil.
I have an answer to that.
Ends with death.
No, don't. It's still good.
Have a coffee on me. Happy holidays.
Hey, thank you, Sydney, for the super chat. Are you asking for me to pour the coffee on you? That doesn't seem like it would be very pleasant for you. But thank you for the super chat. I don't really want to give them those cataclysms back, do I? Oh, I gave them the cataclysm back.
Not the boss of me.
No, it doesn't.
Got a tomb with your name on it.
Yep. How's this deck versus Big Priest? I haven't seen a single Big Priest. All the Big Priest gamers are probably playing Discard Warlock. Along with everybody else. Honestly, this deck seems way stronger than what I thought. Yeah, it's doing okay. Like, it's pretty bad into a lot of meta decks, but it does okay when it can like actually get on board and it high rolls its opener.
Are frightful.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
I mean, I just have to keep the Frostbite, even though every time I do, it's never even Shaman. This time for sure, though.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
Charge roll!
So they quickly banned patrons from Wild because of an OTK that isn't that fast but aren't nerfing Disco Lock. I mean, that is a statement. Both of those statements are just like teetering on true, but that's not the reality of it. We don't know that they're not nerfing Disco Warlock, first of all. Second of all, they didn't nerf it because of the, or they didn't ban patrons because of the OTK. They banned it because of the animation times being problematic. It was a technical issue. So, in telling half-truths, you're actually just telling lies there. They banned it for being functionally broken, right? Yeah, like it didn't have the same cap like Defiled does, so it was causing issues with Corpse Explosion. Is at least my understanding of the situation. Like it had recursion issues. They are nerfing Disco Lock, like, quickly, too, or just going to have it for a few weeks? I mean, we don't know that for sure yet, but it seems pretty likely that it will happen. Doesn't that OTK, like, require 7 cards to function? If by 7 you mean 3, then yes. Likely one of these. Well, they might trade in. Yeah.
Frostbite's sharper than bang.
Hey, welcome, Phoenix. Really want this to be able to go face. That's fine. This Twitch chat or YouTube chat is keen to point out I don't even have that much card draw in my deck. This goes here. This goes like somewhere over here. Maybe this deck needs Octosari for draw. Congratulations, you are the 700th person to make that joke today. This is live. I thought it was just a video. It is just a video. You just somehow went into the past, and I don't know. Congrats on discovering the ability to time travel, though. Is where I was going with that. Yeah, happy to hear you enjoyed it, Damien.
Little time.
All right. I really like the art on these zombies.
You win this one.
Peasants too slow for tempo? Yes. Like, we mulligan the... Yes. The deck doesn't need card draw, we mulligan the 2 ones that we already have in the deck, and they have no synergy with the deck. Not every deck needs card draw. I'll be right back, though, so don't go anywhere. I just need to grab some more coffee and water. Bah. Alright. Thank you all for your patience. I have returned with coffee and water.
Rukon versus Lunara.
The forest fights back.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Whoa. Did that animation seem weird for anyone else?
Ah, I see you've brought guests. Job done.
It's got to be one of the worst decisions you could possibly make in this matchup.
All ends with death.
The last thing you want to do is give an aggro deck mana and cards.
Growth, life, happiness, and may the sun warm your face.
If you need to stay hydrated, you should avoid coffee. Citation needed. Chat finally got their way, yeah. Yeah, the opponent making up for a lack of card draw here. You don't have to play the green cards. You just don't need to do that. It's not mandatory.
Already attacked.
Playing around Plague by not hero powering and found myself running into a scales, but we get to refill pretty decently. Ben, thank you for the super
Here
chat.
you go, bud.
Thank
for
you.
your coffee on Sydney Fund. Hope you are enjoying your games today.
I am so far, and man, Sydney's gonna be drenched in coffee here pretty soon.
Until you can't no more.
Surely they're running Jades, right? Come on. Come on.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Oh, I have no way to find out if we get value off of this. Wait, yes I do. No, I don't.
If only I had some warm soup.
I know this is BM, but I'm really trying hard to figure out a way that I can play the Skulking Geist. I just can't without, like, taking it another turn, right? Unlucky. Lethal? Yes. I know. But if you listen to the words that I just finished saying, you would understand what I was doing there. So I'm sorry that you weren't capable of listening to the words I was saying.
Brukan versus Arana.
What shall I play?
A demon hunter
Lurks beyond the
in
firelight.
my wild format? These don't really pair well with the Tunnel Trogg opener, so I'm gonna look for things that do. This count.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
You're welcome, Marco.
No rest for the wicked.
I legitimately have no idea what this deck can be.
What a find! And fully intact. Ancient power!
That's foul. Coffee is a diuretic? I mean, I feel like that has not been proven to be true. And it is actually still just like hydrating. I feel like that's an old wives' tale.
Unfinished business.
You're welcome, Antone. Anecdotally speaking, it's definitely true. Well, anecdotally, like in the context of determining whether that's true, anecdotal evidence is not strong support for it. Is coffee dehydrating or not? Drinking caffeine-containing beverages as part of a normal lifestyle doesn't cause fluid loss in excess of the volume ingested. While caffeinated drinks may have a mild diuretic effect, meaning they may cause the need to urinate, they don't appear to increase the risk of dehydration.
We're gonna be rich.
Oof. It's an old urban myth, yeah. Guess I should have gotten this Weblord down earlier. Chat full of PhDs and MDs? You mean... Wait, that's on Twitch. Thank you to whoever just subscribed on Twitch. Full of PH and MDs nuts. Got him.
All ends with death.
It's physically impossible to die from drinking coffee. Is that true? Because, like, you can drink too much water and it can be fatal. So, like, if we just assume that coffee equals... Do you just start vomiting sooner? Or, like, how do you... I don't think that's necessarily true either.
I ain't talking.
I don't think that's how bone marrow is meant to work, but it'll be fine.
I do so. I seem to have lost the surface.
You can definitely die from water intoxication. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I would be surprised if you can't do the same from like coffee, which is predominantly water.
Not enough time.
Does this work?
No.
Smile.
No, it doesn't. Thank you. I think that was Waluigi time. Thank you for the 100 bits on Twitch, where I'm not streaming today. That's funny. Oh god, these numbers just line up horribly. Every person that drinks coffee dies? That's not true. I'm still alive. My anecdotal evidence outweighs your scientific research. As an avid coffee drinker, Chad is giving me a headache from all these scientific facts. To be fair, that could be, you know, like a lack of caffeine that's giving you the headache. So I would recommend drinking more coffee. Well, they're not wrong. Everyone dies eventually. I don't intend to. Sorry.
I must withdraw.
Counterpoint. Dinosaurs didn't drink coffee and now they're extinct. Your move, scientists. Yeah, chess-made atheists. Got him. Okay, surely. Surely this time it will be an even shaman and we'll be able to make use of the... Oh god, we don't have a Frostbite, of course. So now it will actually be an even shaman, won't it? No? Okay.
incredible.
What's this deck do? You mean aside from your mother? Got him. It makes Trogs. Which rule? Murloc Shaman again? This is the first Murloc Shaman that we faced today. The other one was a Shadowwalk Shaman. More stats equals more good here, I think. Have you ever thought about doing something coffee related? Yes. Like, just a matter of like, it takes a lot of time and effort to get something like that set up. Oh, we lose. Jeez. And so I haven't like, I started looking into it for a while and then other things came up. Yeah, welcome, Chris. Alright. Well, we were losing that game on the spot until I hit exactly that Frostbite, which dealt with the Lush Water Scout, at least temporarily. Sucks. Cards are not meant to be drawn like this together. Yeah, welcome, David. Okay. Them removing this is actually like a potential way out here because it activates the Unliving Champion. But it is going to be hard to claw my way back onto this board with the lead that they currently have.
Fight until you can't no more.
That makes sense. I would drink some Roffle coffee. You mean Roffy? Wait, what? It's just a Wildpaw Cavern in their deck?
And close enough.
Or Koffle? Yeah, Koffle could work too. I don't know about this game.
My time has come.
No, I really don't.
Everything I've got.
I can't win from there. Yay, thanks, Joseph. I like my Roffy with extra cream. And there goes the coffee plan. It's no longer on the table. Just like that, it's over.
Rukon versus Edwin.
The Scourge will meet their end.
What lurks beyond the
Jeez.
firelight?
These new skins, man. Alright, it's obviously Pirate Rogue, right? Anyone can see that. Just need a way to deal with cannons. Amalgamons.
My time is almost up.
Yep, that's just resonating right in my brain. Khadgar yelled at me the other day. Yeah, I legitimately had a jump scare yesterday on stream. Alright. I'm just gonna go next. Not really fun to watch the opponent rope out for no reason.
Brucon versus Morgul.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
None of these cards seem great into really any type of shaman deck. This opener is not ideal if it's even shaman. I need a 1-drop. Not that one. It's not even shaman. The Murlocs again. Evolve. Okay. Got to take them off board here. It's too risky to give them evolve targets. Yeah, welcome, Pedro. They don't seem to like this Weblord, so let's keep making Weblords. So they can kill this one, but this one stays on board. It blocks their desert hare. Really need to find an opening to start going face, but blowing them down is also a priority here. Like the Scourge Troll is nice, but leaves me a little bit concerned about things like let's save this for a turn. About like revolve, devolve, and various other like even Primordial Wave, kind of spooky. Oof. Not really where I wanted that to go. Oof. That can't feel good. And neither will this. Well, there's our opportunity to go face. You're welcome, I sell pigeons. What settings do you use to make your deck tracker look like this? I have no idea. I set them up, or I set this up like almost a year ago and haven't really touched it since.
Everybody's happy till the muck stops.
Oh my god! What a low roll. Card draw good though? Not for this deck. We're still on about card draw. Yeah, if you say card draw enough times, Twitch chat or any chat, well, Twitch chat will be summoned into YouTube chat and start screeching about adding card draw. So that seems to be what's happening here.
All imperfections must be swept away.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
I think I full keep this into Secret Mage. I just coin a Weblord into play these two and then this on 3.
I see you've brought guests.
Why is card draw bad in this deck specifically? I'm confused. Well, like what? There are no good pieces of card draw that offset like adding cards to your deck, and this is true of any card, is an opportunity cost, right? If I add card draw to this deck, it means I don't run something else that is good for the deck, and like a lot of the card draw would end up being very bad for this deck because it doesn't contribute anything in a positive way. So it's not that, like, yeah, if there's some really efficient good card draw that Shaman had access to, maybe this deck would consider it. But that doesn't exist. So the end result is you're adding a card that negatively impacts the deck's ability to win. And for an aggro deck, you don't want to spend early turns and mana drawing cards. And so if you add card draw to your deck, that means that those cards that are card draw are not cards that go face and deal damage to the opponent. And so you end up with like carrying bad cards in certain situations. Crooked Cook seems okay since it's a board deck. Sometimes it's a board deck, but Crooked Cook is also a 2-mana 1/4 that deals 1 mana or damage to the opponent's face without limiting their turns in the way that Weblord does. It's also not an undead like Weblord is. I think maybe the 2-mana draw 2, overload 2 benefits Trogg. We don't really go hard on this Trogg. 2-mana draw 2 that limits our follow-up turn is not terribly helpful for what the deck. We've exhausted every possibility that Twitch or the chat could think of, and it's just like none of them are good enough to run. We do not need card draw for this deck to function. It is doing quite well as it stands. So please Please just don't try to force card draw into this deck. It's doing fine. Shaman got this new card, Prescience. Have you considered that? Nope. But that's only because the brain is intact.
You're not ready for this.
It'll be our little secret.
I like hearing you explain why what cards do and what work for your deck. I just wish it didn't upset you as much as it seems to. Well, because we've talked about every single card. We've talked about Famished Fool like 6 times already, or it's been brought up like 6 times already. The conversation, just like repeating the same conversation over and over and over and over and over again, just gets exhausting after a while. Like, it legitimately makes me lose my sanity and desire to stream. And I recognize that it's not the same people asking every time, but like that doesn't change the impact that it has on me. That like it still becomes incumbent upon me to explain something that I've explained 6 times already, why a card isn't in the deck. And then if you extrapolate that out, that's like a singular card in Famished Fool. Now think about every other possible card that could be in this deck. It could be a librarian, which we've talked about numerous times. It could be a bloodlust, which has been brought up a few times. It could be a peasant, which has been, and so like it just creates the same conversation ad nauseum.
Versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
And now, and see that then every time I bring up why I don't like the conversation and why like it has a negative impact on the stream, inevitably everyone just like starts bringing up the conversation again to be funny, or starts bringing up cards that they want to include, and then it just creates the cycle where then people see that card suggestion and think, well, what about this card? What about this card? And it just creates this never-ending cycle of chaos. And really what it comes down to is it's not just about, oh, I don't like it when people ask about cards. It's like having the same conversation over and over and over again for the people that are here isn't really fair for the people that have been here the whole time, right? Because then they just hear that same conversation over and over again, and it's not really, like, that's not an entertaining stream. Is it just a 1-drop? Death Knight? Just don't acknowledge the card talk's easy. I mean, again, that's coming from somebody who's never been in my position. First of all, a lot of times when people don't get their question answered, they just start spamming it over and over and over again in chat until I do address it. Then as soon as I address it, it just opens the floodgates of people then doing the same thing. So it's like, it's not that simple. Because people right now, as I'm explaining how unhelpful and like detrimental it is to the stream, are spamming cards in chat right now. Like, and I'm ignoring them, but they're still going to keep doing it. You think Blizzard will ever fix the mobile client, or does mobile not make enough money for them to care? I would be surprised if mobile wasn't like more profitable than the PC client, just because of how mobile games work. I think it's a matter, like just like we talked about with adding cards to the deck, it's a matter of opportunity cost. It's expensive to like make up for tech debt that already exists. Takes resources off of things that, like adding new cards, which directly makes them money, so people that are in charge of those decisions are less likely to allow like dev time not on making new cards or new content that makes them money, is really what it comes down to.
Fight until you can't no more.
So like the solution is hire more developers in order to like go back, like, because even the PC client has issues. The solution is hire more developers to fix the thing, but like no executive is going to okay that because they don't see an immediate return on the profit, and so it just never gets done.
That's enough.
Or at least that's my experience in working in software development. Some companies do a better job. I wouldn't count on Activision Blizzard to do a good job given what they've done like going back in, you know, addressing tech debt when it doesn't seem like they've done so for quite a while now.
Brukan versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Alright, just follow our curve here.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
And close enough.
I have little time. All ends with death.
We've got a lot of damage, but not the stickiness that we're looking for. Hey, see you later, David. Thanks for hanging out.
My blood for the Lich King.
Okay. Was not expecting that. Hey, see you later, Guffy.
For the Dark Lord!
That ended up. I was expecting them to hero power into the arms dealer, which would have set me back quite a bit.
The citadel stands strong. No rest for you.
order. I think I would have rather taken the damage this turn than buff that, but fine. You prefer streaming on Twitch or YouTube? I mean, at the moment, I don't really have a preference. That's why I'm alternating between the two.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
I think for the most part, both platforms are about the same. There are, you know, benefits to each. Jokes aside, which chat is better, Twitch or YouTube? Is there a notable difference? There's no real difference. I know that you being a YouTube chat are going to be upset about hearing that, but like, you get a large enough group of people together in the same room, and they start acting pretty similar to that other large group of people, you know? You think YouTube Shorts will eventually kill TikTok long term? No, I think the US government might kill TikTok before YouTube Shorts does. I don't know. I hope YouTube implements extensions. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done to even reach feature parity with Twitch on YouTube, but they do have like a lot of other things going for them. Like the video player is much better on YouTube live streams than it is on Twitch. Like the tech is there. They just need some of those same features. Yeah, and YouTube makes it a little bit harder to find streams. They're working on that now, and they've even made improvements since I started streaming here. The difference, one of the big differences, is that like YouTube seems to be actively making an effort to improve their streaming platform and is aware of the issues, whereas Twitch seems less so. That's actually a really big healing totem because it gets us on board for another turn, doesn't it? So surprised you can't rewind or pause on Twitch. I mean, technically you can, but you have to do this really absurd thing you have to like go to the VOD of the stream that you're currently watching and play back the VOD, and then you can like watch it. Like it's pretty outrageous. I don't think we're getting there this game. Yeah, welcome, Azu. Which seems to make streamers unhappy because it's extremely personalized when they need support. I mean, YouTube's no different in that regard. for most creators at least.
And close enough. That's enough.
I mean, despite all of that, we still did a lot of damage that game. I'm so happy they put Donkey Kong in Hearthstone. Yeah, it was about time they did.
Rukon versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Trogg's roll. That seems kind of decent, just not there. Yeah, there aren't a lot of great undead minions. It seems is
Hey, I got you,
one of the issues. But we're getting close. Or the deck's close, it just maybe needs a little bit of support from the mini set. Oh my god, this opponent's deck is chat's wet dream right now, isn't it? If I hero power, I need to get this to 4. I'll take this trade if they want it.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Does Warrior still exist? No,
Hey,
only in our
I got
dreams.
you, friend.
Why does this deck have 0 card draw? You know, we were just talking about how great the rewind feature is on YouTube, so I would recommend going back to pretty much any point in the stream and you'll hear a conversation about it. It's a weird aggro mirror, isn't it? Yep. Yep.
Job's done.
Typically here, do you value trade because it's aggro versus aggro? So it depends. Like, you want to get yourself into a position where you can securely go face in an aggro mirror. Like, or where you're forced into going face. But like generally in aggro mirrors, if you win the board, you have a better chance at winning the game. And so that's what we're going for here. Like, I'm just dead to Savage Roar if I'm not careful here. So a lot of times in aggro mirrors, the early game is jockeying for position onto the board and then finding an opportunity to go face. Like, that's what I was trying to set up here, and I thought I was in a good position to be able to go face, but because of their response, I'm kind of stuck. But I do have double trick totem, so what could go wrong? Okay. Wait. It didn't die because it happens at the end of next turn. Nice. Those are actually pretty good trick totems. And as everyone knows, it's illegal to kill them, so the opponent can't do anything about it here. Well, Savage Roar is another, what, 8? Savage Roar. Okay. I think in this situation it would have maybe been beneficial for the opponent. Oh. Oof. Betrayed themselves, but I cannot see their hand, so difficult to say. They did set up a lethal. How do I stop that? Here, here, here. That leaves them with 10 on board. I need to roll a taunt totem, so roll totem first. Better odds. Well. It's up to the trick totems now. Surely they'll save me. They did not save me. The good news is we did successfully explore on Goro. Someone had to. Are we stuck in queue? Different deck, please. I was gonna switch, but the more people ask, the longer it is before I'll play a new deck. You're under no obligation to watch me if you're not enjoying this deck, but I am.
Rukon versus the Lich King.
Will serve me in death.
The curve of these two is interesting to keep, but like, or interesting to consider, but probably not worth the keep without a 1-drop. So, well, we got some 1-drops.
I see you've brought guests.
And close enough. Lend a hand.
What do you think of making Tavern Brawls to go back to Angora with the exact patch so people can play in a completely different meta? I mean, I think that would be a great way of reminding people of how much they actually hated Angora very specifically. Because there's a lot of rose-tinted glasses when looking back on Journey to Angora, and I don't think people quite remember what the metagame was like. But no, I think that would be... I think that would be interesting. If even just, like, for a rotating period of time.
These lands.
Lend a hand.
Was that the cube meta? No, it was Quest Rogue meta and everything that beat Quest Rogue. And everything that specifically targeted and aimed at beating Quest Rogue. Cube was, I think, Kobolds?
No rest for you. First. Lend a hand.
Wasn't Angora the Trogg Shaman? I think that was Karazhan?
Destiny.
And close enough.
But I don't, it's possible there's some overlap there.
Unfinished business.
Lend a hand.
Fine.
Fight until you cut no more. Unfinished business.
Pretty sure Trogg was from the Reno adventure. Well, we can find out. It looks like... I think it was from Blackrock, or... But, like... I think Karazhan is where... like, Shaman Stone actually rose in prominence. Like, I'm not saying that Trogg was from that set, I'm saying that that's when... Yeah, it was from the League of Explorers.
versus Nemzi.
Not in my kitchen.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Milrogue not playable anymore due to the 40 card decks. I don't think it's 40 cards that made Milrogue unplayable. There's just the rest of the metagame is just generally not kind to it. There's a lot of fast combo and aggression. Because generally, like, the decks that run 40 cards, Milrogue was already favored into.
You are not the boss of me.
No rest for the wicked.
No, don't. It's still good.
Oh, this game's over.
That's enough. Time to eat.
Before Shaman had the Overload weapon, it had the spell damage totem and Spirit Claws. That was, I think that was from Karazhan, and that's kind of what made it rise in prominence.
Brukan versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
A lot of Death Knights today.
Beyond the firelight. Ah, I see you've brought guests.
What? The Spirit Claw is always 1 mana. No, it got nerfed and then got reverted. Have you ever gotten a good card suggestion? Yeah, it's happened before. With, like, when I forgot about a card's existence or just forgot to include it. But certainly not a very common thing, or not as common as the alternative, which is people suggesting cards that don't really make sense. I think the way that I win this is with the Deathweaver Aura. They're doing a better job of casting undeads than I am. How good is Rotgill? Been alright, not great. Uh-oh. Opponent drew cards. That means I lose.
Cards down the code.
Are you happy, chat? We found card draw. You're welcome, Mario. A clear on the Genzo ends it.
Me have bad for you. And close enough. Go fish.
Back to
Just
Genzo a little
wanted to
bit.
say hi, Roffle. I'm leaving now.
Hey, thank you, Max. Appreciate the super chat, and enjoy the rest of your day. Rude.
We do what the living cannot. We do what the living cannot.
How did they get 2 of those? Oh, from the Frost Strike.
A dark deed to defy death. A dark deed to defy death. Go fish.
No! Stop! Why? Why is everything going face? That went horribly, horribly wrong for me.
The citadel stands strong.
Like, if they don't have lethal, we do. So they have to... Yeah, they have to trade here. Or at least make some trades. That was actually a pretty good snipe. 10, 11, 14. Not quite there.
See now the power of the Dark Fallen.
It's a good sign.
My frost will splinter your flesh.
It's a lot of mana they just had to pay for her. Honk.
You are prepared for the wars to come.
Ugh. That's exhausting. Alright, give me 1 minute here, and then we'll swap decks.